Welcome to the Jimmy Cashpey YouTube channel, where we will be taking shots at the brainwashed zombies in the death cult who are eating corpses and abusing animals through V-Gangsta rap. My first song was released last week, Psychopathic Tendencies, and as you can imagine, it got some very interesting reactions. So right now we are about to watch the first reaction by Anthony Ray, who has 442,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, bro, for watching this and reacting to it. It's a controversial song, so I know not everyone may be willing to react to it or even watch it. So let's check it out.
Do this. So this right here, Jimmy Cash. Am I saying it correctly, man? Jimmy Cashpey. Yeah, P sounds like Cashpey. I think that's what it is. This is Psychopathic Tendencies vegan rap video. Randy and Jimmy put this in, saying this is our first song ever, right? We are pivoting from a decade of activism in speeches to activism on a beat. Okay, could you break the lyrics down? Your analysis style is perfect for this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really want your take on the message. Well, let's do this. You're at the right address, man. So hit my guy with a like and subscribe, first thing we do, and say thank you. Let's do this.
Psychopaths everywhere.
Imagine being inside my mind, seeing slaughter all the time. People smile when they see cows, how cute they say. I see the truth, slaves awaiting their execution day. Whoever ain't vegan needs to play Jimmy Cashpey right away. Stop fighting horrific cruelty or you sick flesh-eating freaks. Let your feelings of fucking iron. This is tough love in a battle for heart, attacking the fortress of conditioning built around your heart. Why don't be mean, wake up, shatter your dream. I'll do it all because I want you on the team. V-gang, gang. Once you woke up the world, you never see the same again. Of course I can't accept you out of cruelty and death. They revert back to the cult with the green shoes made of skin, corpses on their breath. It is revolting, downright insulting. It's one thing not to know any better, but when you understand the facts, there should be no turning back. Don't you think you sound whack? Like, wow, I had an epiphany. Animals are the same as me, be kind to every kind. Actually, fuck that, I changed my mind. Did you fall and smash a skull? What the fuck is wrong with you? Animal cannibals need a thorough mental health assessment. Dr. Cashpey, check, and please. My assessment, psychopathic tendencies. Superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, do you comprehend the gravity? You all need to change, being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopathic. Superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, where is your humanity? You all need to change, being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopaths. Characterized by lacking empathy, having no remorse, indifferent, not even afterthoughts, and dead bodies in your dinner course, persistent antisocial behavior, egocentric traits, intent on murdering innocent beings because you like the taste. They don't deserve what you've done. You think other earthlings are here to serve you, eat them just for fun. Don't care. Moral treatment of animals we don't share. Lack of depth that vegans feel. Cold as ice, slice nation sharp, still call it a happy meal. It's sure to light, it ain't right. Your corpses every night. Take what isn't yours. No regret, sleep busy when you turn out the light. Footage of the violence evokes no sensitivity, no urge to cry. Doesn't make it right, you're just desensitized. Imagine being next in line, the killer look.
True, we are desensitized to this because I think most people just don't give a shit. Oh, let me run it back a bit. Hold on.
Psychopathic, superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, where is your humanity? You all need to change, being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopaths. Characterized by lacking empathy, having no remorse, indifferent, not even afterthoughts, and dead bodies in your dinner course, persistent antisocial behavior, egocentric traits, intent on murdering innocent beings because you like the taste. They don't deserve what you've done. You think other earthlings are here to serve you, eat them just for fun. Don't care. Moral treatment of animals we don't share. Lack the depth that vegans feel. Cold as ice, slice nation sharp, still call it a happy meal. It's sure to light, it ain't right. Your corpses every night. Take what isn't yours. No regret, sleep busy when you turn out the light. Footage of the violence evokes no sensitivity, no urge to cry. Doesn't make it right, you're just desensitized. Imagine being next in line. The killer looks you in the eyes. Long knife, fresh blood sprayed all over his overalls. The walls, guts and body parts covering the floor. Fear, hearing horrifying screams from your poor family and friends in an end. Cycle of torture and death, the animal holocaust will happen and never again. Eyes wide, whole body tense, extreme stress, heartbeat like explosions 3 times a second in your chest. This is a much more cause because you're obsessed with eating flesh. In exchange for their body parts every meal, this is how you make other earthlings feel. Sound like a good good deal? Would you trade places? Not in a million years. If you were in the position, what would you be wishing? I beg you, I'll do anything. Go vegan, please. Superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, do you comprehend the gravity? You all need to change. Being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopathic. Superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, where is your humanity?
So I'm listening. I'm actively listening to what's going on right now, right? I'm trying to pay attention to what's being said, but also how it's being delivered, like the package when it comes to things like mixing and mastering, right? So beat is simplistic. It is effective because the main focus is what's being said. It's about the message, right? That's what we're doing here. You're getting your message across. You're saying, fuck that shit, stop eating meat. Talking about...
I'm glad it is clear what I'm saying.
Trivialization of hurting, and your take on that. And I always respect somebody that just voices their opinion. So yeah, that's there, 100%. The substance, what you're talking about, 100%. It's there. Certain things that I think can be polished is structure and the way you deliver certain things. Because sometimes you're saying stuff and you're jam packing a lot of words in just the bar.
This song, I wrote this song over years, and even on the day I was recording it, I was still changing lyrics. So I changed a lot of lyrics in the last week actually before recording it. So I didn't know some of the parts really at all, and that's why some of it sounds a little rushed. You know, I used to play drums, so as a drummer I'm aware of that. I can hear it as well, and I knew it, but you know, time didn't permit much more takes of what we were doing, kind of thing. Also, I was sort of like, no, let's just leave it there because this is Psychopathic Tendencies, and it adds some tension, it adds this sort of, you know, feeling to it. I thought it might have just been my excuse, you know what I mean? Couldn't be bothered to do it again, but it adds tension, whether a good or a bad thing.
There, like the speech, preach, teach, like that, single syllabic rhyme schemes, cool. So that's where the delivery would come in and be like, you do the heavy punchline of that, like, can't you look in the mirror and see what you're doing? These, you know, these animals are suffering the cruelty, the do with me, the devil do to me, the baba do, and then you create these cadences and
my man's already doing the gangster rap.
These rhyme schemes and these flow patterns, this and that. So, but if the approach is to have a spoken word thing, then, you know, just keep doing this, right?
Nah, it's the gangster rap. It ain't spoken word shit. This shit is on gangster beats. It's rhyming. It's, you know, it ain't spoken word.
Looks you in the eyes, long knife, fresh blood spread all over his overalls. The walls, guts and body parts covering the floor. Fear, hearing horrifying screams from your poor family and friends in an end. Cycle of torture and death, the animal holocaust will happen.
Like that, for example, that could have been with like a punchline or better delivery. You had the setup, but then it just kind of went nowhere with the, and I'm talking technical structure, it went nowhere with that, so it didn't land, but you were still saying it, you know? Like the message is there, but just the structure was not. It just, and it didn't rhyme either, it just went somewhere else.
The eyes, long knife, fresh blood spread all over his overalls. The walls, guts and body parts covering the floor. Fear, hearing horrifying screams from your poor family and friends in an end. Cycle of torture and death, the animal holocaust will happen and never again. Eyes wide, whole body tense, extreme stress, heartbeat like.
So I think he actually cut before he heard that it did end up rhyming. Feeling fear, hearing horrifying screams from your poor family and friends, and it ends. He thought that was like hyped up until then it ends. But actually that was just the middle, because then it stays hyped, but he cut just after that. Then it ends. Cycle of torture and death. The animal holocaust will happen and never again. And again, rhymes. Eyes wide, whole body tense, extreme stress. Heartbeat like explosions 3 times a second in your chest. This is much more caused because you're obsessed with eating flesh. So I think you just quit that a little early then.
Explosions 3 times a second in your chest. This is much more caused because you're obsessed with eating flesh.
This video is very creative.
Thanks, my man.
Creative. Like I see
my
green
man
screen and all that, but there's some creative elements in like.
There's no green screen, bro. This is my office. That's my office. So yeah, if anyone wants to come and get a diagnosis, you know, the details on the wall just there. Look at where the mouse is, you can see. Boom, just if you just read right there. Appreciate that, man. Glad you enjoyed the video. This video took a long time to make.
The meat in that is done really well.
In exchange for the body parts every meal, this is how you make other earthings feel. Sound like a good deal? Would you trade places? Not in a million years. If you were in the position, what would you be wishing? I beg you, I'll do anything. Go vegan, please. Superficial charm, our presence of normality.
I will say, because that's the hook, right? Superficial charm, our presence of normality. That does sound like a good hook.
Boom. Legend. You like the hook. That is a fucking good compliment for my first song. Thank you.
Tendencies, do you comprehend the gravity? You all need to change. Being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopathic. Superficial child, our...
See, the beat, it's simplistic, because I was talking about that. The beat is simplistic, but I like the beat because it's simplistic. It's not over the top. It
My man loving this song.
shifts the focus to what's being talked about. It has this grimy 90s boom bap, like this dark boom bap elements in there with
Yes, that is the where we aiming for, bro.
like a heavy bass line. Yeah, the percussion too sounds 90s.
Man, that's good feedback. You said you like the hook, superficial charm, outward presence of normality. That is part of the definition of psychopathy. You know, psychopathic tendencies. That's what we're talking about here. Just like in the second verse. Characterized by lacking empathy, having no remorse, indifferent, not even afterthoughts of dead bodies in your dinner course. Persistent antisocial behavior, egocentric traits, etc. So yeah, that's what the hook is.
Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopathic.
The snare is nasty.
Our presence of normality. Psychopath.
There's a couple at least different snares going on. Every third hit. Appreciate you mentioning the snare. That snare's been on a journey with us.
Where is your humanity? You all need to change. Being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came
The hook is the actual definition of psychopathy.
to say
Okay.
stop being psychopaths. Oh, I know you won't want to admit, but stay strong. Show an inability to distinguish right from wrong. But maybe when you listen.
Like that's a good line. Hold up.
That's a good line, man.
Came to say stop being psychopaths. Oh, I know you won't want to admit, but stay strong. Show an inability to distinguish right from
I know you don't want to admit, but stay strong. Show an inability to distinguish right from wrong. Like if you like the way you put it out there, like that's the delivery.
You know, I didn't even really like that line that much, but now that you said that, I like it a lot.
admit, but stay strong. Show an inability to
Show an inability to distinguish right from wrong.
distinguish right from wrong. But maybe when you listen to the rapping in this song, something starts to happen you can't quite put your finger on. There's a shift in the back of your head, your mind starts to think, damn, why is this guy so hard to argue with? Maybe Jimmy Cashpey's right, I am. Congratulations, that's the start of the journey from the darkness to the light. Body parts and better victims are being eaten, I'm unable to be chilling. Animal abusers belonging, psych wards in prison, I relate. A stake in ribs when I was part of your faction, I repent. Death cult programming brings psychopaths in action. Eating meat extinguishes the seeds of great compassion. Dr. Cashpey's got your prescription. Here are your orders. 1. Stop funding slaughter. Stop eating corpses. 2. Empathy for our feather-furred, scale-covered cousins. 3. Decide who you want to be. Cruel or peaceful, kind or evil. Wake up, psychopaths. Come on, tell me which side you're gonna be on. Dr. Cashpey's advice. Do what's right. Go vegan. Superficial charm. Our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies. Do you comprehend the gravity? You all need to change. Being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopathic. Superficial charm, our presence of normality. Psychopathic tendencies, where is your humanity? You all need to change, being vegan is the way. Dr. Cashpey came to say stop being psychopaths.
Tell us more, bro.
Yeah. So the topic in itself, right? It's a very it is fucked up and it is happening, and you were right
Yeah.
on this shit.
Fucked
yeah,
up.
animals.
Big.
There's animal cruelty all
Oh,
over
no.
the world, and you have to admit that it's there and
That's putting it nicely.
say that it's there. You can't just turn a blind eye to it. 100.
Oh, but everybody does. Everybody turns a blind eye to it, and then they put corpses of murdered slaves in their mouth. So that's why this song had to happen.
this is happening. Animal,
Let's
it
listen
is
again.
fucked up, and it is happening.
Yeah.
And you were right
Yeah.
on this shit.
It's
Yeah,
happening
animals.
everywhere.
There's animal cruelty all over the world, and you have to admit that it's there and say that it's there. You can't.
And then you should say, that's fucked up. I'm going vegan. You're like, whoa, animal cruelty is there? Fuck animal cruelty. That shit is bad. Because animals don't deserve to get stabbed and all that. So, vegan. Easy. Boom. Something I've been doing for 12 years.
Just turn a blind eye to it. 100%. This is happening. I respect you talking about this and just bringing it out there. And, you know,
I'm actually done talking about it. Now I'm rapping about it. Now it's all about the gangster rap.
this is the side you chose. And like, no, fuck that. This is the message. This is what we talk about. This is what we believe in. So that in itself, respect. The substance is there.
Appreciate
100%. It's just like certain things. The beat, I think, is fine. I think the beat, it got me bobbing my head to it. That beat was nasty.
Oh, shit. My man said that shit was nasty. God damn, man. Hey, this is fucking AR's new favorite song, man. He just hasn't said that yet. He don't even realize yet.
So there's two things that are important in music. If it can make you do things, if it can make you feel emotions, and if it can make you talk about certain things, like if it can initiate a conversation or just have people talking about it. I think this does that, and it's also it has that shock value in its sense where you're talking about things that are happening. This is a realistic perspective. These are things that are happening, and you're showing it to people. And the people watching this shouldn't be looking away like, oh no, I don't want to see that shit. Bro, just look at it. You're eating meat. Look at this shit. This is what happens. Like, I fully understand it. Like, yeah, when you eat a piece of meat, like, yeah, this animal got slaughtered because of it, and probably in a not nice way. So yeah.
That is exactly right, bro. Appreciate you thinking about that for a moment here in your life. Maybe it's something you don't think about that much. Most people don't. And to hear you talking about it on your channel and just, you know, being open about how you think about it, about animal rights, about slaughter, I hear reasonable words from you, which honestly is rare. Most people just make all the excuses in the world. You're just sitting here saying, yeah, it is fucked up. It is fucked up what we do to animals. And I respect that, bro. That's a damn good start.
Yeah, I do respect it.
Fuck yeah.
For doing this
I
shit.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Also, this is the first one, right? You say
Numero
this
uno.
is the first one you did with rap, or putting it into,
V gangster rap.
and then you have, what is the other stuff? Breaking my 365-day vow of silence. What is this? This speech is your wake-up
Have a look.
call.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, you definitely have, like, you're a wordsmith. Like, you can definitely tell. Oh yeah, I wanted to say this
you,
too. This is a compliment, but you know it's obvious. You do speeches, right? Articulate,
Not
very
anymore.
articulate, very articulate. Which is
Very articulate, very articulate, very articulate. This guy thinks I'm very articulate, JC. Thanks, my man. I spent a lot of time thinking about how to talk about this shit. And then I just made a rhyme.
nowadays one of the most important things to being articulate, to being able to get your message across, to put it in words in an interesting fashion. That ching ching is sampled from an MP3 phone video. What?
I'm glad we got back here.
Slaughter all the time.
That ching.
People smile when they see cows. How cute they say.
Yeah, so the beat sounds really fucking good. Even though it's just like percussion and a bass line, it sounds good.
There's some melody happening in there too, but it's subtle. But yeah, man, we sampled this from a video. Oh, you're gonna see video inside a slaughterhouse. You know, just phone MP3.
If an artist pops in the chat, right? It's
Bro, I'm an artist now. I got a song, I got a vid. Jimmy Cashpey is officially an artist. AR said so, and he is a boss. So, boom, shot caller. Jimmy Cashpey is artist. Now the world knows.
I hear it. That so you'd sample that as like a snare, like a hi-hat or a snare. Dun, chin, dun, dun, chin. No, it's like a background. It's the chains or something from the things that they're hanging from. I see.
Can I just make a point to say, look at this screen right now and the animal holocaust. Look at this guy, reacting, seeing this. He's reacting to music, something he would never have seen. He would not have just stumbled across this vegan video had it not been with rhymes and a beat. You know what I mean? And look at it. And the animal holocaust. This ain't green screen. That's where I was. That's what was happening. Innocent beings getting stabbed to death. It was a fucking horror show. Fucking horror show that never ends. Constantly it's happening and you all eat the bodies. You know what I mean? It's crazy, crazy shit. And now look at this. We infiltrating, for lack of a better word, you know. We moving into a new space. Rap music, V-gangster rap. Getting on reactors' radars. And we're going to get these lyrics talked about.
It's the chains or something from the things that they're hanging from. I see. And then you added reverb and stuff. That's hard. That's actually hard that you did that. That's fucking fire. That you added that as the beat. That's fire.
Rewind that shit.
I see. And then you added reverb and stuff. That's hard. That's actually hard that you did that. That's fucking fire. That you added that as the beat. That's fire.
That shit, our first song. Anthony Ray is a fan of Jimmy Cashpey. I think we can all safely say Anthony Ray is a fan of Jimmy Cashpey. So that is a success in my book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for, doing this and speaking your truth, man. I respect it.
And I respect that genuine reaction and honest feelings towards the cruelty and maybe he'll think more about it. Maybe he will change and maybe he will show this video to other people and they will change too. Who knows? But one thing's for sure, people have been diagnosed. Dr. Cashpey has spoken. Psychopathic tendencies. So thanks Anthony Ray for the reaction. It was excellent. I appreciate the feedback, the advice, you paying attention to the lyrics and your breakdown. If you ever want to talk about veganism, let me know. I got more V Gangster rap coming your way very soon.